Politico's hit piece on Bernie Sanders and how he, in some cases, used a private jet in order to serve as a surrogate for Hillary Clinton, Adam Green, who is a well-known and well-liked progressive friend of the show, went on Tucker Carlson's show on Fox News to essentially debate Carlson on this very topic, and it was wonderful. Take a look.
So it's really simple. If you say you believe that carbon emissions are destroying the planet and making it impossible for people to live here, and people shouldn't have kids because this threat is so imminent and so profound, how could you possibly ever, under any circumstances, fly in a private aircraft?
Yeah, Tucker, I've seen you make enough good arguments to not really think that you think that's a very strong one.
Okay.
Just like you wouldn't blame your viewers who aspire to a better job in the future for going to work every day and call them hypocrites now, you can't blame Bernie Sanders for supporting a world 10 years from now with less carbon emissions, but taking an airplane now. Those two things are not in contrast with each other.
Someone's got to talk to Tucker Carlson about his facial expressions when he's doing these interviews, because he looks not so smart. Just face alone, right? But he's gonna prove he's not so smart as this conversation continues.
I mainly want to give credit to Adam, who did a wonderful job there.
Yes.
Progressive Change Campaign Committee is the group that he leads, boldprogressives.org. And see, look, we had an interesting dialogue about Rucker Bregman's interview with Tucker Carlson that never aired. And I thought that he challenged Tucker in a way that he knew would basically get the interview to never air. When I thought there was a constructive dialogue that you could have that exposed Tucker on air, which is, I think, exactly what Adam Green did. He was polite, but insistent and correct. So let's go to the next clip.
Don't BS me, don't make excuses for this guy. Hold him to the standards you expect the rest of us to live to. Why are you giving him a pass?
Of course, he should spend the last few days of a campaign doing everything he can to fight for a Green New Deal.
You should reduce your own emissions. No, it's really simple.
So
you
he should walk to work. Should he walk from Vermont to DC?
Yes.
Should he walk from Vermont to DC?
You just said yes.
You just said yes. He should walk from Vermont to DC. That shows the BS argument that you just described.
Okay.
Taking
you know
a car.
What you're doing? You are making excuses because all you want is power.
Yeah, Adam Green. Everyone knows Adam Green just wants power. Like, what kind of stupid point was that?
Okay.
You just want power.
No, I'm always amused by, as Bregman called him, then this part was perfectly accurate. You're a millionaire supported by billionaires, Tucker. So telling a progressive who barely makes any money that all he wants is power is hilarious, okay?
What was that? That was his rebuttal?
And PCCC, like so many other progressive organizations, but not all, but is funded by the people. They are funded by their supporters, the actual Americans, etc. And so they're very careful with their money. The idea that they're the greedy ones is hilarious. Okay? So now, and Adam got to the core of what is wrong with this right-wing talking point. So they say, well, if you ever want to do any good in the world, you have to give away all of your money, never travel anywhere, and live in a cave. Oh, that would take away what? All their power and their ability to fight back against your propaganda. Oh, how convenient that is. Now, do the Koch brothers have to do the same? No, because if you're a greedy billionaire, if Rupert Murdoch, does he have to do the same? No, because they say that's not hypocritical. He's greedy and rapacious, so he gets to be greedy and rapacious. And he could ruin the environment, pay me to help spread propaganda to ruin the environment, and get advertisers who profit off of ruining the environment. And you see, we're not hypocrites, we're just the bad guys. Okay, but since Bernie Sanders is a good guy who's trying to help you, he needs to never walk or never drive outside of Vermont. He needs to walk there. Who believes that? Who believes that? No, we are not going to do unilateral disarmament. Sad day for you.
I have nothing else to add because you've made all the good points already. I will just say that from now on, if I get stuck in a debate and I don't know how to answer, I'm just gonna argue that other person wants power. In fact, I'm just gonna use that as a rebuttal randomly at any given time. So when we disagree, Jake, you just want power, okay?
Yeah, no, and guys, we've talked about this 1,000 times on the Young Turks, maybe more. It's projection. What do conservatives want? Power. So they say, oh, progressives, you're just trying to control our lives. Wait, who's the one getting between a woman and her doctor? You guys are. Who's the one who said we should live by your religious code, not our own? You guys, right? Who's the one who's in favor of giant military excursions? Now, you might say Tucker Carlson is a little bit of a weird exception in that case, but overall, Fox News and the right wing, absolutely, right? No, it's all projection. Oh, Murdoch doesn't want any power. No, Rupert Murdoch, why would he want power? I'll give you one last example. You know, the New York Post loses about $50 million a year every single year.
Wow.
So why would you keep a rag, a tabloid, that loses that much money? Because he gets so much value out of the marketing and propaganda that he puts in to the New York market, which influences all of the other media in New York, so that helps the rest of his financial interests. But Adam Green wants power? But Rupert Murdoch has no interest in power. They're just a bunch of angels over there at Fox News. Okay.
They lose $50 million a year?
Yeah, and that was the last time I checked, and that was several years ago. Now they're very likely losing way more because the newspaper industry is in tatters. So
I think I'm gonna cry. Okay, we have one more video. Okay, let's get to that.
Anybody who takes any plane
is idiotic.
Is it idiotic? You just said he should walk from Vermont to DC. Obviously, you don't believe that.
Okay.
Obviously, you don't believe
I'm sorry.
that. He's not a hypocrite for doing that. He believes in tens of millions of new jobs in the clean energy economy.
This is idiotic what you're saying, because look, you will
just
never
said he should walk from Vermont to
yourself
DC.
or your leaders.
You just said he should walk from Vermont to DC. I asked if he should walk. You said yes. Come on, not a real argument.
You got me, Adam. You got me. You're a brilliant guy. Thank you so much.
No, man, I love that.
But he actually did get you.
Yeah, he did.
No, and if you notice, Adam stayed polite all throughout and never called Tucker Carlson an idiot. At one point, Tucker Carlson first said he had a BS argument. Adam Green replied later, your argument is BS based on the facts that he gave, but he never cursed, he never called him stupid. And 3 different times there, Tucker Carlson said, idiotic, stupid, okay?
Yep.
So, okay, but Tucker, what's your argument? And so now he didn't have one, he got stumped, you saw he paused, and then he's like, oh yeah, I guess you're brilliant, okay, whatever, okay, this segment's over. Indeed.
That was so good.
I know, and so Tucker's never been more right than when he said Adam Green made a brilliant argument, because he did, and you had no answer. Let's keep it real.